In today's episode, we're going to look at the Suzuki Jimny in a very casual way without any fancy edits or transitions. Cue a transition. Check it out. So this is a Suzuki Jimny. It is a Kei car, depending on if you get the 1.3 liter, the Suzuki Samurai variant that they have in North America. It is a Kei car in its most inherent form, which means its engine is restricted to 660cc, at least in Japan in the Kei car class. That's the one with the yellow plate. No, we don't have any plates because we've actually killed our registration to export this car. And actually why we are doing this video really quick is because we have our export date, which is really good because getting an export date means they're going to pick your car up and you're going to be able to send it over to where you're going. So that is occurring soon, so we thought we would just throw this video together. It has a top mount intercooler with a turbocharged dual overhead cam 660cc engine, and it is all through a standard 2-wheel drive into optional 4-wheel drive via selector drivetrain. So you can go on the inside here and you can go and choose 2 high, 4 high, or 4 low. So sometimes if your car is auto, you'll still have this kind of manual looking boot selector. So if you guys didn't know about that, that is what it is all about. Sorry we have some junk in here, but yeah. So we'll just go and sit in the car. Now a lot of people think that there are a lot of compromises when it comes to Kei cars. There is and there isn't. Now the walls of the car are very thin all around, and that's to allow you to have the conveniences of window locks, power windows, door handles, sometimes little cubbies here, and even cup holders at times. But really, you're not lacking any modern conveniences in a Kei car, and we're actually going to be doing an episode on our Suzuki Spacia showing you that regular Kei cars can have just as many, if not more, conveniences than a normal car. We have everything like heated mirrors, auto mirrors, which means the mirrors fold in, even heated seat. Yes, 1 heated seat, not 2. Even full-blown, fully loaded Kei cars will only usually give you 1 heated seat. I'm not sure what that is. And a holster for some coins. And you get a fog light selector you can turn off or on. You have your signal, your high beam, your low beam, your regular lights. Some have auto. And your wipers, both front and back. You even get this, I actually never even read it till right now, Add Zest deck. Oh, it's a cassette. No, MD, yeah, not cassette, mini disc. Mini disc was huge in Japan. You have your cigarette ashtray, your cigarette lighter, little cubby down here, and because usually there's not enough room over here, 5 of the Kei cars that we kind of own and operate around the Tokyo Trail family all have their hood opening latch here. You have to pull that to open the hood. You have a glove compartment that has a decent amount of space. You have airbags on the side. Some cars have full-blown airbags on the side, the pillars, everything. Now this is the FIS Freestyle World Cup Edition, so in this case we get the little stickers on the doors and stuff, and these limited edition blue seats. Now I'm only 5'7", I'm not that tall, so if I sit all the way back and the seat is all the way down, it's as far down as it can go. It's not as far back as it can go, but I have about 4 or 5 fingers of headspace. I'm roughly right up against the wall of the door, and my left arm kind of droops pretty much into where there should be kind of an armrest, about halfway. So, and if I extend my arm sitting all the way back, I cannot touch the side of the door. I can easily touch the side of the door if I lean, and if I really lean, I can basically just command anything I want over here. So Kei cars are going to be smaller, but you do have multiple seats as well. Kei cars can only carry 4 people. Physically and logistically, you could put a third person in the middle back there, but legally you can't. I have seen some people drive around with someone in the middle. You shouldn't, because that's illegal. Now, depending on the car, like you saw our Cappuccino, I don't think you could put your extended finger, pinky and thumb without touching the bottom and top of the trunk lining, but this one you do have some space. You could put a tire back here, we tried, standing up. You cannot put a tire flat, although you can pull the seats down, and then you have a crap ton of room, actually. You have half the car. So yeah, it's a decent amount of space. And you know what? Kei cars are typically tall. In fact, we will see on a future episode, the Spacia is a kind of a city commuter car that we utilize here. It's a really, really tall car. So traditionally, Kei cars actually have a lot more headspace and height. Put a lot of stuff in here. There's quite a bit of room. We still have all of our cables and stuff from when we did our, side markers. So yeah, that's what that all is. We have some hidden cubbies back here. I thought that was light access. It's actually not. There's no holes whatsoever there. It's simply just these little cubbies. I didn't know why those existed, but yeah, I don't know what those are. They might be an option because they just look like they're trimmed out. And on the back here, you'll see you have a very wide space for the rear passenger to both put stuff and their cup there in each side's respective cup holder. You even get some, oh my god, holy crap bars to hold on to, although the driver typically doesn't get one. Passenger obviously typically has more room because you have less instruments and stuff in front of you, so the space is actually not bad. If I put the seat all the way back and sit all the way back like this, close the door too, I have a decent amount of space. I could chill like this on a longer road trip. I have done road trips in Kei cars. It's not as bad as you would think. In fact, this is an 03. This is a much kind of earlier on Kei car, and why we did that is because it's exportable. If you get into things like 2018-19, you're getting some decent space inside. Again, we'll show you in a future episode. So if I can extend my feet, full-blown extension, so I can pretty much chill. And oh no, the seat's all the way back. Oh yeah, this is good. I can do a full lie down if I want here. Yeah, this is good. This one is a off-roader car, which means it's an all year rounder. You can just rock it 2-wheel drive throughout the year. You can go on your camping trips. You can throw it in 4-wheel drive. It's good during the snow. Obviously, Jimny is one of the most worldwide renowned kind of economical off-roader vehicles that's very attainable. Doesn't cost you 50 grand to get into one. These are very well-priced vehicles. It's a very capable vehicle. It's known the world over, whether you see an export in Indonesia or South Africa or even North America. These cars are very capable, and for Kei cars, they give you 5 bolts, which is fairly, that's not too common for them to give you a 5-bolt pattern. Even some recent cars, upwards of 2022, 2023s, only give you 4s. So to have 5 on these kind of off-roader vehicles like Pajeros, Daihatsu Terios, Kid, Suzuki Jiminy's, of course, it's really good because that means you can put normal tires on here. Outside of your inspection period, you can put normal wheels and tires. This car is honestly an incredibly capable, very high quality car for the price. It is a very recommended purchase if you guys are looking into anything JDM and you want something like this. It's a good idea to get into one of these. It's an all-around, year-round car. You can go on the highway. It's got 5 speeds. You can go a buck 30, 40, 50 in this if you want. That's obviously exceeding any sort of speed limits in North America, so don't do what I just said. A little bit of a 360 look on this car. Again, we're just kind of throwing this video together because we are going to export this on the 25th of March. So this will be off the land. Just gonna drive it down there, off to the road, and we're gonna load it on a truck, and away it goes over to Vancouver. So hope you guys enjoyed this little video. If you guys have any other questions, you can drop them down below. We have a decent amount of information and knowledge in the subject of JDMs and, you know, all that stuff. You know, the beauty about being near the city, 15 minutes away from downtown core, where they have 7-floor department stores and, you know, 5-floor electronic shops, but still be here, is that I can fit 47 cars. And, you know, Japan's pretty crowded, so, you know, you really stretch your arms out here, which is really nice. It's a good kind of balance. I can be downtown in 10, maybe 13 minutes, but I still have all the freedom of living a comfortable life. Something to think about. You don't always have to be in the downtown core, especially if you like cars in Japan. That's not easy. Thanks a lot.